Hello everyone, it is me C.Cheeetaahhh here. Today I'll be reading you guys Mark chapter 5 verse 25 to 33. There was a woman who had suffered terribly from severe bleeding for 12 years. Even, even though she had been treated by many doctors, she had spent all her money, but instead of getting better, she got worse all the time. She had heard about Jesus, so she came in the crowd behind him, saying to herself, "If I just touch his clothes, I'll get well." She touched his cloak, and her bleeding stopped at once. And she had the feeling inside of herself that she was healed of her trouble. And once Jesus knew that that power had gone out of him, so he turned around in the crowd and asked, "Who touched my clothes?" His disciples answered, "You see how the people are crowding you. Why do you ask who touched your clothes?" But Jesus kept looking around to see who had done it. The woman realized what had happened to her, so she came trembling with fear, knelt at his feet, and told him the whole truth. Jesus said to her, "My daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of trouble." What did Jesus say in verse 34? "My daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your trouble." In this verse, Jesus is telling you in this verse, Jesus is telling me that with just the faith, you can be healed. And you see how the woman who has been suffering from severe bleeding for 12 years, right? The doctors couldn't even help her, but her faith in Christ, which heals her. It's not that he relied on his glove that will heal her. She believed and relied on God. She relied on Jesus, and she believed that when she touched him, she will be healed. And just for the same for us, if we put our faith in Christ, things will flow and things will go smoothly. Even though the rocks may be blocking the rivers, but it will still be flowing just fine. Just like it's just faith. That's it. You don't need to do anything to achieve it. You just have to believe that Jesus has already healed you by faith. And this verse teaches me that whenever there'll be times that I've been heartbroken, whenever there are times that I felt sick and I felt unworthy, all I just have to think of is to rely on him and believe that he will heal me, and believe that he will provide a way out for me, that he will bring me peace and be out of the trouble. And this verse is also for you guys, because a lot of us are not perfect. A lot of us are struggling with sin, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys is to please put your faith and trust in God, because when you have faith, you'll be free and you'll be healed, as the woman who has been suffering with severe bleeding. And I know that you have been suffering with a lot of things. You have suffered with depression. You have suffered with bad mental health and a lot of things. But if you remain in Christ, you have peace within him. So I just want to encourage you guys again, and to repeat it again, that always put your faith and trust on God only. Rely on him, and he will make your path straight, and he will provide a way out for you. Don't rely on yourself. Don't trust anyone, but trust God only, knowing that he will provide a way out for you, because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. May this message bless you guys, and have a wonderful night.